Adventurers, what would you like to do?
I'll look back to the group and say, can I wear these up to the top and make sure that there's nothing waiting in ambush or there's more of these little harpies and nests up there? And then I'll come down and give you guys the green light or the A-OK.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
All right. Let's go, Fentwick.
Oh, you meant the royal we.
Yes. Sir Marindel and his trusted mount. Let's go.
Giddy up.
And I'll pick up Fentwick and we'll go up to the top of the cliff. Anything out of the ordinary up there?
You guys make your way up to the top. You crest the edge, and you see
it's cool
before you an empty landscape. Well, not empty. The landscape continues at an incline. You see that it keeps going up at a gentle slope, but you see just grassy hills, trees, boulders. You see a particularly large tree close by with all sorts of branches twisted and bowed, and you gather that was the harpy's nest, but it is empty. And other than the normal wildlife you'd expect, no foes appear before you.
Set Fentwick. I'll be right back. I'm going to tell them we're good to go, and I'll fly back down towards Belladin and Core and let them know. Appears clear. Didn't see anything in their nests. We haven't really looked around, but everything looks good. Are you going to turn into an eagle, or?
Yeah. I'm still poisoned. Just give me a second. And he spits out green phlegm. All right. And I turn into an eagle.
I had a feeling you might. I never took it off the map.
And then I crouch down next to my homeboy and let him climb up.
Core happily climbs up onto his neck, snuggles a little bit.
You get a full almost 180-degree turn because he's a bird, and just a single eye look really, and then takes off up to the top of the cliff.
You all make your way up to the top of the cliff, and you all see it now, this kind of gentle inclining landscape of grasslands and trees and occasional boulders. You don't see the other side.
So, Belladin, you said we're going to need to look for where the maiden stood or stands.
You see Belladin kind of shake his bird head a little bit, thinking to himself, this is for the stream and for everyone, I guess the DM to know of I'm really glad I used these wild shapes for a 300-foot climb and not to actually shorten our journey, and switches back into his normal form so he can speak to his companions.
Hal's taking his boots off, handing them to Belladin. I think we're good. Top mine back on.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hope they didn't stretch too much.
No, they're, as far as I can tell, you're actually the only second person to wear them. I put the boots on and then just stand to him, and we're pretty much almost mirrors of each other. And I'm I think we might wear the same size boot.
You look just like my grandfather. No, that's a good thing. Don't take it the wrong way.
Oh no, it doesn't bother me. I think I'm younger than you under this white hair. It's always been like this.
Put my hand over my eyes and kind of stare up the bleak landscape and see if there's any clear game trails or tracks or anything that leads into the forest.
Okay, give me a survival check.
Would you like some help looking around?
Yes.
I will aid.
That is a 20.
20. You look around and you see hare tracks and occasional look like what maybe gophers. You see the large talon feet of where the harpies might have landed and perched along the cliff edge. But no big game trail here. You know that you guys have to keep going west towards the forest.
I'll look towards Belladin after we trade boots and I say, do you think we should check to see if anybody else met their demise here and we can put their bones to rest? It's typically what we do out on the tundra, is if somebody gets attacked by a remoraz or large polar bear, usually just erect a little shrine or something for them in memory. Do you think we should check their nests?
he get to their nest from here? Was that something that he saw in his survival check? Is that something we can access, or do we have to climb
Yeah.
down?
No, you see, like there's a large tree dead.
Oh, okay,
Um,
yeah. We should.
That its boughs have been twisted. You see, like pretty much what the harpies made like a giant nest out of. Looks pretty
We-
gross.
Definitely should. I can. We can get all the bodies together, and I can make sure that they start returning to the. In fact, if we arrange them around the dead tree, and I help them pass on, it might actually bring the tree back to life. It's not a certain thing, but it's possible.
Well, let's go then. I guess you can fly up there and look. I'll start walking towards the tree.
Belladin is tired of this cliff and harps in general. So he is up there, and he's not readying it because he would lose it after 6 seconds. But he is prepared to cast Wall of Fire around this dead tree and nest in case a single harpy comes out. He doesn't care anymore. He will fly up at an angle towards the top of the nest, try and keep an ear open and get a look in, see if he can see if there's any movement as he approaches carefully.
Why don't you give me a perception check at disadvantage?
Disadvantage. Oh, okay. Well, is it nighttime or daytime?
It's daytime, but you're still poisoned.
Oh, yeah, it's all checks, huh?
Saving throws and ability checks.
That's good times. I don't have any second level spells left. I hit the button.
That's 18 and a 17. 17. Still pretty good. You listen, you look around, even in your poisoned state, still being alert. The smell is awful. Just absolutely terrible. Harpy droppings cover the tree and the ground below it. Smell of something rotting. The rustle and the occasional breeze of dead twigs, but you don't think there's any creatures that are alive here.
Okay. I'm gonna come back down and ask Fenthwick. I've cleared the nest. It smells just awful up there, but I'm still. And he's like, and he like spit out more green phlegm. I'm not in the best shape to investigate things. Can I take you up there?
Sure.
All right.
I mean,
Thank
you've
you.
sold it so well.
Yeah. I'm sorry. And I go to help him. I don't know, climb onto my back or something, and then fly at half speed up
Yep.
to the nest.
Give me an investigation check. 16. Good enough. So
Interesting.
someone give me a 3d6.
I think Jay needs to roll these.
There you
Yeah.
go. Get in on it. Nice.
Nice. So you got 12 gems worth 100 gold each. Question is, can you guys find a gem dealer? All right, Jay, roll a d4.
Why is it like a standing thing in all of your guys' games that gems are an item that is sold or given out, but you can never find somewhere to sell them?
I mean, you guys can. You don't know. Yeah, right.
Not
One
as
time.
much,
Quest.
Yeah.
There's a story hook right there.
Well,
Find the gem
eventually,
dealers.
this is just like an Elder Scrolls game. Eventually, we're gonna find the one guy in the whole continent who just loves gems.
If it's not Adam Sandler, I'm gonna be severely disappointed.
Oh dang!
All right, Jay, give me a d100, please. You rolled a 1, by the way.
Yes, I did.
52. All right, 52. You find a potion filled with a cloudy green fluid and has this weird, like, kind of jellyfish-like bubble floating in the middle of it.
Well, that seems sus. Can we go down now? It smells awful up here.
Let's say that it's taken about 10 minutes to go through this nest because you got to clear through stuff and, bones, and you do find quite a bit of remains. Mostly animals, some humanoid. Most of the humanoids are halfling, or halfling size at least.
Oh jeez. I'm gonna as kindly as possible start nudging the halfling bodies and be like, watch out below, and just start nudging some of the halfling bodies down so I can arrange them around the base of the tree.
You do find the occasional larger humanoid.
Okay.
Hard to tell what's race.
I'll
Um,
leave them up there because it'll be hard for me to move, and I'm gonna want to
Yeah.
fungal some stuff up here too.
Wearing the couple bodies that you find, larger humanoids, they're wearing various gear, leathered, chainmail, looking pretty similar in style and ornamentation to each other,
Mm.
but they look pretty torn out and nothing salvageable or worth very much. It takes about 10 minutes to do this. After 10 minutes, Belladin, you are no longer poisoned.
Oh, thank goodness.
And you guys will eventually be able to test it, so you guys got a potion of water breathing.
Ooh, extremely not useful with me around, but
Mm.
maybe I'll be unconscious someday, and you're gonna need this.
You never know. You could sell it too, along with gems.
Oh, that's true, right? Yeah, I'll find a potion/gem vendor.
I mean, you guys know a pretty useful apothecary to sell it to. So
Oh no. Used to be an adventurer.
Are you, look? Are you ready to go back down?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll him climb onto my back, and then I'll turn around and extend my staff, and the fungal spores will go all over the remains that stay up here on the top, and are just a nice even spread across to get them to start decompose. And then I'll step out of the nest and work my way down to the floor so that we can dismount.
give me a wisdom check, please.
Sure.
You know what? Roll d20 and then add your spellcasting modifier.
Oh, the spellcast modifier. Let's just
Yeah.
use 8. Let me see what that modifier is. Oh, I think it is just wisdom.
Probably.
Yeah, it's just a straight
It
wisdom.
doesn't add your proficiency or anything.
If you're looking for like, I've got a modifier, a spell attack, and then a DC. The spell attack
Yeah.
adds my proficiency.
So what's your proficiency?
+4, so it'd be a +4 to that roll.
So 17. You feel the magic surround the air around you and infuse the microorganisms, and you feel the fungal growth happening. And in your mind, for a moment, you see a flash of 2 large eyes staring at you, different colored.
From the mound body.
In your mind.
Oh, wow.
And then give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Holy shit. Okay, yes sir. No good deed goes undone, or unpunished. Wow. Yep. I would. Yep.
You take 3 points of necrotic damage, and your hand burns. Almost immediately, you see green sprouts of leaves, new leaves, tiny, but there, start to sprout all over the tree.
Okay, that was weird.
The bodies have decomposed almost immediately, and then turned into soil.
All right. Usually it's not painful. I'll do the same to the ones at the base of the tree if those haven't also gone. And then...
I figured it was all at once.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just look back to the group and kind of shake my hand and be like, "That's, huh."
But you all see this dead tree, and it's been dead for quite a while, sprout back to life. Give me a nature check, Belladin.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm so good at that.
Yeah, the flash was too fast. You didn't really get a good look at the eyes. It was more of an impression, but it seemed almost completely black. And then one was almost pure white, but you couldn't tell what kind of eyes they were.
Interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna shake my head a little bit and look back to the group and say, Fenthwick found some stuff, and then I was able to motion towards the tree, get the regrowth started. So, good call, Hal.
I figured we would put these people to rest. It's what we do on the tundra. They were clearly going to eat us if we didn't make it out of there, so I figured there might be some stuff in here.
And their forms have completely returned to the soil. So, without even burying them, we have laid them to rest. I know it's not the same, but I think the end is the same.
Understood. I know we're on a time crunch, so where's this Fenthwick? Where's this Lady Maiden standing? Or do we just head up this rise?
I have not a clue.
I think sequentially I think we're supposed to go into the forest, and then after that we look for the maiden, right? Because wasn't it the forest first in their story, and then the maiden?
All right, I'll trust you.
Yeah. I mean,
Adventures. What would you like to do?
We'll head up the incline rise, at least until we can see where it either tapers off or turns away.
All right, so you guys continue walking up this incline. Takes you about 20 minutes. Eventually, you crest the top and it plateaus. And you guys can give me perception checks.
yeah, for the life of me, I can't remember the tale, so I don't remember which direction we were supposed to go after getting up the cliff.
Didn't actually say a direction. So
Oh.
to the edge of Sentinel Wood. Belladin and Cor. So Hal and Fenswick, you're looking through and you're kind of looking through and you see, oh, there's obviously the forest. You see these kind of medium-sized trees with kind of these thin trunks with roots kind of sticking up out of. You can see pretty easily around them large boulders, some bushes. You're like, this is the sacred wood. Belladin and Corey, you see the same landscape ahead of you, but at the very edge of your vision, just past, you get the shimmering of gold and silver at the horizon.
I think out of the corner of my eye, I would notice that Core is looking in the same direction as me, and then something
Yeah.
I'll say, see that, right? Like, that's not...
So Corey, you can see the color, the shimmering, right? Belladin, you can barely make out. There's a breeze slightly, and you see the colors shimmer, and you can barely make it out. These look like the tops of trees with these leaves of gold and silver shimmering. But it's at so you're looking out into the horizon, right? Of this plateau of this incline hill, or this incline of where you were climbing after you got up the cliff. And it's at the bottom of the horizon where the ground is, but it looks like the top of trees.
Strange. Core, do you think that's maybe a valley?
I couldn't tell you. This sacred land. I've never been, but I do see the changing color.
Okay. I get Fenswick and Hal's attention, and I say, there seems to be trees. I can see the top of trees in the distance. Core can see the shifting colors as well, so it's not just a mistake in my sight. But I think that's where we're supposed to go. It's down that way, and I point towards the direction.
Where's the maiden? Like the lady where she stood.
I mean, maybe we'll find it once we get closer. See, I see golden trees, golden and silver trees. I mean, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is.
All right, lead the way.
I can tell you that's not exactly a normal phenomenon. All right. Well, I will point Hal in the direction and stand next to him, I guess, making sure we're going the right way. So maybe 2 by 2.
Yep, works for me.
After about another 30 minutes of walking, eventually you make your way, and you guys do pass these kind of small bowed trees around you. It's winter time, but these look like they're more in fall, with the orange and red hues, some green. Orange is green. Large boulders dot the landscape. You hear the occasional chirping bird and insects, as you hear crickets and butterflies fly around you. And eventually, you all start to see it. The tops of gigantic trees. Think like sequoias, but larger. That's the type of tree it looks like. And you see but it's just the tops of them. Shimmering. Gold, some silver, some mixed. And eventually, you all get to another edge of a cliff where you see out this vast forest of huge, gigantic trees, 300, 400 feet tall.
And where are we? Are we like midway up where the leaves are, or do we actually see the tops of them? Like, are we on a cliff that is 400 to 500 feet tall, looking down into this valley?
Yes.
Oh wow! What time of day is it by the time we get to this cliff?
It's probably like early afternoon still, 12 or 1. It's not very late. I mean, you guys were near the river, right?
Well, yeah, in the morning.
In the morning, so it's probably not even noon yet.
Belladin, these are trees behind us on the west side of the map. Is that what I'm seeing? Colored trees.
Yeah, smaller. These are like medium-sized trees. You can easily see around them, so they don't get any like cover or.
Right. Belladin is going to suggest that we either go to one of these rock formations near our position and take a short rest before we continue on and have some lunch, because we had a harrowing experience going up that cliff. We've traveled. This seems like the next place we're supposed to be, but we've got another obstacle in front of us. So we should recover and eat. And he'll wait to see what other people say.
Yeah, that works for me, buddy.
All right. I would. I don't know. Maybe on the way here, or maybe now that we're here, I could look around for some like roots or berries or something to eat if we don't have rations. But would this count as hills or forests?
I would consider it woodland. It's not a forest, but I'll give you your favorite terrain.
Oh, thank you, sir. That means I think I get a bonus for survival checks. Looks like it doubles my proficiency skill, so I get a +4 to wisdom. Okay, so yeah, I'd like to do a survival check to find some extra food for us while we take our short rest.
Give me that survival check, please.
Plus a 4, so that makes it a 23.
So yeah, easy enough. You find some bushes around these rocks with some berries. You know not to be poisonous. Not really much else around here.
Well, good thing it says here that I find twice as much food when I'm foraging. So
Yeah, so you pretty
I
much
find a
strip
lot of
this.
berries.
Yeah, and it's like that. Even in winter, this place feels more like fall to you. Felt that.
Yeah, wild. Yeah,
Um,
it's very confusing for Belladin.
And there are a ton of berries on this bush. More than what you guys would need to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna only take as much as would be enough for each of us, making sure not to take focusing on the right berries. I don't want to, totally diminish this plant, so that way, animals need to come here and get some of the berries, so that way the plant can propagate. So I don't want to remove every berry.
And with that survival check, you would have also found that there is a couple bushes of poisonous berries as well.
Ooh. I won't grab any, but I will
Yeah.
bring it up to the group in case we want to poison somebody at some point.
Okay.
We can assassinate another noble. I mean, be around when the noble gets assassinated.
As Poppy is on her own mission right now and maybe, hopefully, rejoining you all at a later date, I think Poppy and the Storm Chasers is not quite fitting anymore. So if you guys want to start thinking about maybe another name.
An interim name. I think it's perfect. I think we just name it Core and the Storm Chasers. Like it's there already, right?
Yeah. But yeah, that's just an aside for you guys to think about. So, adventurers, what are you doing?
Hunkering down.
Well, I come back. I'm doing the whole I've got my tunic and I've grabbed the hem of it, pulled it up to create like a sack of my shirt, and I come up with the berries, lay them out on the ground, and say, "These are safe to eat. There are some others nearby that are not safe to eat, but if you need something in addition to your rations, or what is it you have? What kind of jerky, Hal?"
I got some owlbear jerky. It's still pretty good. That stuff keeps forever.
Right. Yeah. Totally. That's how decomposition works. Yeah. So there are berries enough for everybody. Please enjoy yourself. Let's rest. And I don't know. This place shouldn't be like this. It was freezing before we got to this part of the world, and now this seems to be fall. But I mean, the plant I got this from, the bush I got this from, was vibrant. It didn't seem in fall. It seemed late spring. So I have to admit I'm confused.
Anybody care for jerky? It's good. Reminds me of Duneshire.
Yeah, what's the actual state of the jerky at this point?
Oh, it's still good.
Yeah,
been-
I mean,
It's only been a couple weeks.
Hal's pretty good at curing meats, so
Nah, sure, why not?
I'll pass out some jerky for everybody.
I mean, it is a bit salty, but it has to be that salty to have lasted this long. So,
Other berries will provide a nice sweet to the salt.
mm-hmm.
A little sour too. So, the heartbeat sucked. This seems like the right place to go, but again, I'm not sure where to go once we're down there. One of the reasons why I asked to rest is because that way I can change into an eagle again. unless we want to climb. I didn't think we wanted to climb.
Cora's eyes light up at the word eagle.
How's everybody else doing?
I could use a few minutes.
Okay.
As
Thanks
you guys are
for-
having your conversation, you guys continue talking about whatever you want to talk about if you have something. But at the end, you'll get your short rest.
Wicked. Man, I do like the rolling hit dice in Foundry. It's very nice. Just automatically puts the hit points back for you. I mean, at this point, Poppy's probably named the group Poppy and the Blue Nightingale, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nightingale and the Poppy, or Poppy and the Nightingale, or something of that matter. In the interim, do we want to maybe think about what we call ourselves with Poppy escorting your beloved?
I mean, I was always partial to the, Storm Wardens or the North Wardens, or, I mean, hell, we've been through hell and back in this north sector of whatever this place is. But that's just me.
I have no opinion at this time.
I'm like, I'll say something in common and then switch to Sylvan and like translate for Core, and let Core that we were known as Poppy and the Storm Chasers before, but with Poppy on a separate mission, we're not sure what to call our little group now. Like, we've all, reconnoitered.
Do you need to announce yourselves as a group?
Well, sometimes people ask.
Names work for me. Or doesn't have a big opinion.
I suppose we could just call ourselves Storms Chasers for the meantime. It's nice and easy, and then easy to go back to afterwards. When we get to the north, though, when we're back in your lands, we should have our own name for when we're up there. So think hard on it, Hal, because I do like the idea of Wardens of the North or something like that.
Everybody feeling pretty good? Ready to head out?
Yeah, I'm good to go. And like as he pops the last berry into his mouth, he starts taking off his boots to get back to you. Oh, we're going down the cliff.
Down the cliff or up the cliff? Oh, we're going down. Okay.
Down. We came up a 300-foot cliff. This looks 400 to 500 maybe, based on he like puts his hands up to like measure the giant trees in front of the group. Yeah, this looks deep.
Yeah, and as you look down, Belladin, you can see that the bottom is also filled with these kind of thick bushes, so you can't actually see the ground below.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do about those bushes, but I think it's best that we can fly just in case.
Where's the lady supposed to stand or jump? Or is it one of these rocks? Can I look at these rocks and see if there one stands out?
Yeah, I'd like to look around as well, see if there's anything that matches the description from the story.
Okay.
I'm wondering if the Offering Maiden may not be one of the trees.
Checking this rock out. Give me a perception and investigation. You can decide.
Yeah, with Fenthwick talking about the trees too, I'm just gonna be scanning the forest in front of us and the rocks that are up against the cliff face. If maybe one of them points to like the safe way into the forest from this cliff.
13.
You look around. You look around this rock, Halbar. Just looks like an ordinary boulder to you. No distinguishing features. Nothing special about it, really. Belladin, give me a perception check as well. 28. You look around. You look and you see these boulder outcroppings dotting the land, thick with shrubs around them. Nothing's popping out to you immediately, but you do notice in the trees a fluttering of wings. Small wings, though, but many of them. As you see, almost most of the trees around you have butterflies on them. It's quite beautiful, actually.
Oh wow.
Kind of these iridescent blues, yellows, and greens. You thought they were the leaves of the trees. They blend in with kind of some of them, but now that you're looking closer, you can see that a lot of these trees, the leaves look pretty normal, but it's just these butterflies that have given this colorful glow.
I'll come up to Hal and put my hand on his shoulder and then look back at Fenthwick and I say, thank you for the suggestion, Fenthwick, because I'll kind of point to the trees and be like, the colors aren't from the tree, not even from the leaves. Those are innumerable golden butterflies. And
No, not the trees down in the forest.
Oh, the ones around us.
The ones around you.
Ah, so he'll point up then.
Those you can see are leaves. Like I said, imagine like kind of giant sequoias, like the most
Hmm.
General Sherman size. Isn't a big, like the smallest would be General Sherman size, you know. But you can see just the tops of their canopies are shimmering this gold and silver with the leaves.
Well, I don't see anything that would tell me about the maiden, but yeah, the butterflies sure are beautiful.
Is there one tree any bigger than the other?
In the forest below, or around you? Around you, they're different shapes and sizes. Some smaller, some bigger. You guys are free to go around the map if you like.
All right, I'm gonna hand the boots to Hal, just in case we end up going down the cliff sooner rather than later. Because if we're just walking around, I don't need them. And yeah, I guess I will.
Belladin, as you're taking off the boots, you notice they weren't quite fitting your feet as well as they normally do.
Huh.
Hal, as you put them on, they don't fit right anymore.
I'm gonna. That's weird because that's never happened before. I'm going to hold my hand up and use Druidcraft to see what the weather's gonna be like for the day.
You hold your hand out, calm your mind, prepare yourself for the incantation. Nothing.
I am glad I checked. I turn around to the group. I don't think the boots will work, and my magic definitely doesn't.
I'll try to take off.
See Halbar kind of doing the Superman like down with his arms, pointing his chest up, and he's just standing there.
No eagle?
I look back at Core. I switched to Sylvan. So, my magic isn't working, and the boots aren't working either. So, that's a bit of a problem. Fenwick,
Disappointedly backs away from Belladin.
Fenwick, can you do anything? There goes. He just jumped off the cliff.
Don't go that way. Back away is this direction. Got it.
Yeah, we were just getting to know that guy.
He just walked right off the cliff.
Thanks for
Weirdest
playing with this,
thing.
Jay.
Hmm.
Bye.
Yeah, I'll try to just like prestidigitate a trinket in my hand, see if anything appears.
You stand next to the group. Nothing.
Yeah, looks like magic is not functioning here. Give a little look over the edge. I'm thinking this is like a leap of faith type situation.
Maybe those butterflies are supposed to like float us across or something. Let's go. You said they were all over, right? Can I climb this one?
Yeah, there's no butterflies there in that bush there.
Oh, I thought you said there was butterflies here, Belladin.
I point to the tree, not the bush.
So, Halbar, you as you're walking closer, as you get to about here, you feel the boots tighten around your feet snugly.
Okay. Oh, I wonder, can I climb the tree?
You want to climb the tree?
Yeah. Or start floating up to the top of the tree?
You can. Yeah, you can. The boots work now.
I should be okay. How high am I up?
You tell me. You just notice that the boots have fit around you snugly once more. You can use them how you want.
All right, I'll go up like 10 feet off the ground and then start floating back towards the cliff.
You drop 10 feet to the ground and take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Actually, no. Sorry, give me a dex save for me, please. Oops. Perfect. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. You're like, oh, let me go to the edge now. And suddenly you feel yourself drop, but you're able to brace yourself. But you put your forearm out, luckily not your wrist, because you probably break your wrist that way. Your forearm, and you do take some bludgeoning damage in your arm there.
Well, it was working when I was here. Stopped working when I got right over there.
So at this point, I'm staying next to him when he said that it would work, and then I'll cast Druidcraft to see what the weather's going to be like the rest of the day.
A small apparition, translucent of clear skies in your hand.
Nice. Well, it'll be a clear day. That's good to know. Strange. I'm gonna walk up to the tree and see if I can talk to the butterflies. No, it says only works with beasts. So never mind.
Technically, these are there. they are considered beasts.
Oh.
There's no insect classification for
In
5e.
D&D. Oh, good
Yeah,
to know.
it's all the animal kingdom are beasts.
Nice.
Animal,
nice.
insect, it's all beasts. So
Anything that's not a humanoid and not one of the other ones.
anything that's not like a monstrosity, an aberration,
Yep.
So your
Okay.
normal, like what we consider normal wildlife,
Mhm.
would be a beast.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just come up and say, hey, y'all. How's everybody doing?
It speaks. You hear this echoing.
I
They all
do.
answer you almost as one.
I imagine that you live your whole life here. So, can you tell me anything about this area? Maybe a safe way to get down to that cliff behind me?
It seeks to enter. 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 Can they find her? Can they find her? Can they find her? Can they find her?
Oh. Do you speak of the maiden?
It knows. It knows. It knows of the maiden. It knows of the maiden. The maiden. The maiden. The maiden.
Yeah. My group know of the maiden, and we're looking for her, but we haven't been able to find her. Would you be able to help with that?
Do we help? Do we help? Do we help? Help! 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 Help!
Is
Do we
is
help?
there anything?
Or do we feed? Do we feed? Feed.
Oh, I mean, I can. Is there anything that you want? Anything I can give you? Maybe I can find another plant with berries for all of you.
Give me a perception check, Belladin.
Yes, sir. Nothing worrying about the phrase "do we feed?" That's a 12.
12? Okay. You hear the fluttering of thousands of wings, hundreds of wings around you in this tree. Give me a persuasion check. Or know what? Give me an animal handling check.
Okay. Not proficient, but got a decent bonus. Let's try it.
We do not help. We watch, and we feed. And then you just hear one, as all of them speak at once. You hear just, hurry.
Belladin backs away, not turning around from the tree. Well, I have good news and bad news. Good news first. The maiden exists. The butterflies know of her, and she is somewhere around here. We have to find her. When I asked them if they could help us in some way, they weren't interested, but they did refer to feeding. That their job is to wait here and feed. I'm fairly certain they do not mean flowers or berries. And they told me to hurry, so I think we might be on a time.
You did. Did you ask him where she jumped from?
No. You know what? It says 10 minutes. Do you at least know where she jumped from? Like not where she's at specifically, but maybe where she jumped from.
Jump.
Oh, beautiful butterflies.
Maiden does not jump. Maiden does not jump. Maiden does not jump.
Does the maiden fly?
Does the maiden fly? We fly. Maidens cannot fly. Boulders cannot fly. Trees cannot fly. We fly. Fly.
Right. All right. Thank you for your time. You're all beautiful, by the way. Just gorgeous. Yep. No. Yep. Okay. Maiden doesn't jump. Maiden doesn't fly. And then they said trees and boulders do not fly. We fly. And then they seemed very insistent on us hurrying. I guess I will start walking to the north of this cliff here and just start looking around for something that might be the maiden, whether it's a statue, a rock, a position on the cliff where we can get down safely without magic.
All right, so you guys are free to move about this map and check things. This is how it's gonna work. All right, how about give me an investigation check or perception?
That's an 8.
8. You look through. You actually end up kind of destroying this bush that's pretty thin. There's nothing there.
Nothing over here.
Yeah. I'll see him kind of shake his head to the north and start looking in this area.
All right, give me a perception check or investigation check. The bush almost kind of crumbles beneath you, but nothing there.
I'm going to walk around and keep casting Mage Hand, trying to figure out where the anti-magic zone, where its boundaries are.
Give me an intelligence check. Cora, if you like to check where you're at. So which way are you walking?
Well, I saw where the boots were working, so I'll just start there.
Mm-hmm. Are you going up, down, left, right?
I suppose up and down.
You're going up and down, Fenwick, and then your mage hand is working fine.
Okay, so if I start going side to side, does it start not working?
Yeah. As soon as
Okay,
you
well, I
pass by this boulder here, as soon as you get to about here, you walk back, start working again.
So if I move like onto the rock, but then move away from it.
Your mage hand still doesn't work.
Okay, so it's really as you get close to the cliff face.
Yep. All right, Belladin and Core, you guys can give me your checks, please.
Oh, Core did. You got a 15.
Oh. 15 over there.
Yep, over there.
You rustle through these bushes. Nothing apparent.
Can I also check the bush I'm in now?
Yep, go ahead.
Might be
16.
better.
Belladin, you got a 21.
No, that was my last one. I was just
Okay.
waiting for you to ask for it.
You got one more.
10, 11.
11's enough. Spell, Belladin. Actually, no, you're across the line. Wouldn't work. To your northeast on the map. A rustling, almost like trees in a wind. But you remember the fluttering of wings. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative, please. Top of the round. Fenwick, you see and hear these fluttering of wings as these butterflies all swarm together and hover above this tree. They're probably about, I would say, 15 feet above the ground right now.
So we try to move out of the anti-magic zone. And what are the butterflies doing?
Right now, they're just kind of hovering. They're swarming. They've created a swarm.
What the heck? I don't like the way they look. I'm gonna throw some magic missiles at them. 4th level, so it'll be 6 darts.
So 30 points of damage as the swarm rises above this tree. And you see Fenwick immediately start casting his incantations. And what color are your magic missiles, Fenwick? It's been a while. I can't remember.
Purplish.
So 6 purplish missiles, Gundam style, swirl out from his hand and blast into these swarms. And you see numerous of these butterflies drop dead on the ground. Belladin, you're up. You can't really see from where you're at right there. The boulders are... I just didn't have time to make a bunch of walls for every boulder, so...
All right. At this distance, because that was me walking around the boulders, I guess I could go over them if this is not far enough. Is this the space where I know I can use magic? Like after...
Certainly try. I mean, Fenwick was kind of the one going up and... Well, you were searching, Fenwick was testing the... So you were busy searching, so...
The distance, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have my boots of flying, so I'm just going to try and go over the boulders then. So is there some kind of check I have to do? How tall are they?
No, it's like 10 feet.
Okay. Well, I will climb up, so that would be, what, 10
20.
feet or 20 feet
20 feet.
to get up, and then I've got another 15 feet. I think that basically put me in the same position. Cool. I'm a little
So
further
are you
north.
climbing down or jumping down?
I would probably jump down and take the damage.
All right, give me a dex save. Or you know what? I guess that should have been an acrobatics check for help, but you made it anyway. Give me an acrobatics check.
That's a 8.
Okay. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. You're not the most agile of person.
Nope.
Right?
Definitely not.
So like you didn't brace yourself quite as well, and you definitely felt that in your ankles. You know that jolt of pain when you don't land right off a fence.
Yep. Sharp pain.
Mhm.
Yep. And then I'll get right here, and I don't want to use any leveled spells in case I lose them. Well, that's an interesting point. If I can't even cast a spell, that means I won't lose the spell slot, right?
Yes. It didn't even the magic didn't even manifest.
So it wouldn't matter. Okay, then I'm gonna what does that say? 85 feet? I'm zoomed out super far.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna have to use a 120-foot spell anyway. Okay.
Mhm.
Does it work?
Moonbeam. It does.
Okay. It shows up directly underneath that bottom swarm, which is why you probably can't see the template.
Yes. All right. Con save. That's a failure. That's a 5.
Yeah, so 16 points of radiant damage this round, and it doesn't have to take because it took it round.
Yeah.
So it's when it's turn, it doesn't have to take it again. I believe that was my action.
Action and movement, so you have a bonus action.
That's it.
Okay. Anything else, Belden, or no?
Oh no, that was it. Yeah, I hit the
All right.
button. It should be Hell's turn.
Albar, it's your.
Or-
I'm moving towards him.
oh my god, and you've got the winged boots.
Yeah. So
Amazing. A flying barbarian, the worst thing there could ever be.
No, the worst thing is a hasted flying barbarian.
as an action, I'll put on my shield. I can go 20 more feet. The map won't move for me. It's like locked up. That is, and a bonus action rage. And that's my turn.
4. You're up.
All right. I can see that there is a giant swarm of butterflies. Very confused on how to fight giant swarm of butterflies. Start by taking out a bow. Does it feel okay? Does it feel weird? Does it feel like it'll work?
You can give me an Arcana check.
I have a feeling that he would just check by trying to shoot it. I'm just wondering what button I should press. I could give you an Arcana check. It's not going to give us any more information. Let's try this out.
Roll it normally.
Roll it normally. Okay.
It's working. I'll save Core the embarrassment of having to roll that Arcana check.
All right. So I will take 2 shots at this local. Wow. Wow, my bow is not working. You lied to me. I will take a second shot at this swarm.
Fortunately, you shoot your bow and it goes
Right
into the
into
tree. Yeah.
Belladin's neck.
I take
Your
one
second
step to
shot,
the left.
however, hits the swarm, and you see the arrow actually fly out of it, and then fall to the ground under the weight of all these butterflies stuck under it. About 9 butterflies.
Very confused. I will move towards friend. Not dying this way. I feel like I'm not dying this way. Just moving that way. That's it. I'm scared. I'm just gonna stay there.
It is now the butterfly's turn. I mean, you were talking to it, Belladin.
Yeah, we're homies.
Going to
I rolled a 16 and everything.
fly right up next to you, but that's its turn. It had to dash. Actually, no, sorry. It had another 5 feet.
Oh, is it on me?
You are now swarmed with these flies. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, so good at these.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing I put that level in barb so I could get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. 16.
16 is just what you needed. You are not blinded.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh wow.
Your speed is reduced by half, though, while you were in the swarm. That's its turn, though. It's now the next one. Yeah, Halbar, you're you're flying up towards them, and you're the bigger meal. So
Mm-hmm.
they're just going to swarm you. So I need you to make a dex saving throw, please.
I have advantage on dex saves.
You do.
Goodness.
Not any better.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
That's right. I was like, oh, you're out of
Yeah.
luck, but no, you have inspiration.
Here comes a 5.
There you go.
There it is.
You are not blinded, but your speed is reduced by half. As these hundreds, you feel like almost thousands, you're not even sure, the weight of them just swarmed around you. Your speed is reduced by half, and they all start to bite you. Oh, it really makes one. Okay,
Misses.
I rolled terribly. All right, that is their turn. Fenswick, you're up.
Medwag, get him off me!
Shoo, shoo, shoo! Nasty things, nasty things.
You know what helps?
Mhm.
Remove butterflies around your barbarian friend.
Don't really have any more fireballs.
Oh,
Sadly. What do I have? The swarm counts as a creature.
I love when we ask questions like this.
That's the question. Is it?
Oh,
Does
sorry,
the
I was on
swarm?
mute. It does. I
Oh,
was like, it does, but
Okay. Then I will cast Toll the Dead on the swarm, and see how wise these butterflies are.
surprisingly, they're not bad on wisdom, but still not enough because I rolled terribly. That's a 9.
Okay, so they fail. So that's not bad.
15 points. Nice. Halbar, you hear this kind of faint going gong, almost bells, very faintly around you, and you see about 15 butterflies just drop to the ground dead.
With my innate ability, I enact symbiotic entity. Me 32 temp B.
Mm-hmm.
With that, I'm going to use my reaction to enact Halo of Spores. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
13.
Fails DC 17, so that's 2d6 necrotic damage. Not bad. 5 points of necrotic damage. And then all I have left is a bonus action. So for the first time on my turn, I'm going to cast a spell, but I'm going to do it innately. And I'm going to do that to cast... Do I cast Misty Step?
Weird, it gives you a template.
Isn't that so strange? That is really weird.
I mean, I guess it just shows you where you can go. Pretty cool, actually.
Oh, wow, it even moved me.
That's pretty cool. Okay, I take
That's-
that back.
That is so cool. All right. Wow.
Yeah, I take everything back I said about that template. That's pretty cool.
And I move further away.
And you are concentrating on Moonbeam, correct?
Yes. Let me add concentrating to my thing, but that is action, bonus action, reaction. That's literally everything I can do. So let me.
Yep. All right, Halbar, you're up.
All right, swing away recklessly.
Okay, did you rage last turn?
I did.
Okay, just couldn't remember.
25
25 hits.
for 14 bludgeoning damage.
You're swinging wildly around you. Luckily, you can see as more and more of these butterflies drop dead under the smashed by your hammer.
And I will just take a second attack. 27 for
27
16.
hits. There's just more and more of these butterflies fall to the weight of your hammer. You're still weighed down. You're still within them, but there's less and less of that.
I think that's all I can do.
Mute first. Then, now that I see Eagle Buddy, I will run towards Eagle Buddy.
Eagle Buddy will see you running towards him and point to the south, like kill the swarm.
Well, that's also part of the plan. I think that's probably my max movement. I can't tell right now.
You probably wouldn't be able to understand me because in my like shock
How much
at
movement do you have?
being swarmed.
50?
You got one more.
You can probably go one more.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah, I probably would have forgotten and yelled it in common. You just wouldn't even understand me, but I'd be pointing towards the swarm.
All right, I'll channel my inner Kimberly Ann Hart. See if that Pink Ranger power can somebody. And
Nice.
there goes.
Max
26
damage.
hits. Nice.
One more time. Pink Ranger is the one.
Oh,
Let's do it.
you rolled the
Is
same
that the
thing
exact
twice.
same roll?
Yes.
Yeah,
it
I'm
is.
gonna have to. It's gotta remember to turn off your cheats before we start playing.
Yeah. Even same
Sorry.
damage roll. Damn.
So okay, you rolled a 26 to hit both times, and combined damage is 26.
That's
Amazing.
that Pink Ranger love right there, man. That's all it
Wow.
Kimberly is pretty awesome. So
I need to let me know what your diet is, your daily plan, because clearly I need to roll like you do.
yeah, now that you know that your bow is working fine, 2 quick shots, and you skewer, you like pin, like like in museums where they have like the insects like splayed out on display dead, just like a shish kebab butterfly stuck against the boulder behind it.
would admire it if it wasn't for the fact that there's thousands of its cousins chasing us.
Belladin is appreciating though that he is now closer.
Ash, that's action. But you do need to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
I don't know how good Kimberly is at those. Let's try this out.
I mean, she's a pink ranger. What are you talking about?
Oh, look
Yeah,
at that.
see?
28. You are not
Cheerleader
blinded.
flip all day.
You're not blinded, but your speed is reduced by half.
That's fine.
Second one.
I think with a 28, he's like standing on top of the butterflies now, just like jumping between the butterflies.
Hal, they leave your area. You do get attack of opportunity.
Oh, Hal's up there messing them up. Damn,
Oof.
Hal.
24 for 13.
Go.
It's looking pretty rough, but it's barely hanging on. And Fenswick, you are swarmed. I need you to make a dex save for me, please. Wow, you guys are killing these. Natural 20
Oh
for
my
a 24. You are not blinded. However, it didn't have to dash, luckily, so it is going to
Make an
make an
attack.
attack.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
What just
It's a
happened?
14.
Not misses.
I really
Oh,
need you guys to
God.
be blinded.
It would also have disadvantage attacking Bentwick, and he would have resistance.
Oh yeah, because astral protectors.
This guy over here with his protectors.
Looks just like you, Pops.
Fenswick, top of the round. Oh, it should have taken an attack of opportunity against you, Bellet. I completely forgot.
Oh, no, I Misty stepped.
Oh, Misty Step, that's right.
Fenthwick inside the swarm, and there's just astral projections of dudes who look like me just swatting at the flies, like making sure that they can't hit Fenthwick.
Okay. I thunderstep out of the middle of them.
Oh, shit.
So they need to make a con save.
I'm not even gonna bother. It had 1 hit point left.
Oh.
Literally 1 hit point
And
left. Hal. I was
literally
like-
see how badly they get splattered.
so you hear this loud thunderous crack as Fenswick suddenly appears 90 feet away, and the rest of the butterflies drop dead.
Oh, really glad he didn't cast it now.
Belladin, you're up.
All right, with my bonus action, I'm going to move the moonbeam, but I'm going to do so that way it's just the edge hitting the swarm, because I don't know. Could I see Core in there? Can I see his location?
I mean, you saw him get swarmed.
All right, and I recognize he was like right there, right next to the rock there
Yeah,
to the left of it.
yeah.
So I'm going to move it here, right on top of Core. I'm going to center it on Core. 'Cause
Okay.
It's my homie. No, I'm just kidding. It's right there.
Okay, he'll just dodge out of the way of it somehow.
They
Fun part is I can't see it, so I'm probably gonna run through it myself.
no. Yeah, they need to give me a unsave DC 17, I believe.
Creature enters the spell's area. Yep. All right.
Yeah, so it won't go off when. That's a fail. Let me look here. I upcast it at 3rd level because I didn't have any 2nd level left, so that's 310. Nice. 21 points of radiant damage.
21 points. They are still up, but even actually no, you don't see butterflies fall to the ground as they are just incinerated in this holy beam of moonlight.
I've got you, Core. I say as I run up. I'm going to. They have to make another con save because I am now enacting Halo of Spores.
Does
Okay.
this one include core?
No.
It's targeted creature, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Rolling on fire tonight, guys. That's a 5.
It's another 2d6 to damage. Another 5. We're sticking with the 5s. Is it
Oof.
still up?
Still up.
All right. And then because the bonus action was to move it, the
Mhm.
Halo of Spores was a feature. Now I still get my action.
Halo Spores was your reaction.
Reaction. You're totally right. I definitely do not want to abuse the action economy. So, in this way, I will use. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna attack. Roll to attack.
What are you attacking with?
I would have stopped here. Actually, I'm too close. I didn't mean to get within 5 feet
Okay, that's fine.
because the range on the Halo of Spores is 10 feet, so I would have stopped 10 feet away. And now I'm going to cast this. I'm just gonna hit the button. Does a 17 hit
17 hits
for 11 necrotic damage?
as this swarm drops to the ground. Dead.
Oh God! I don't like the way you said that.
How bar you're
Not
up?
at all.
Oh, so at this point, Core, you would see a pale cylinder of light, like you had seen at the.
He would have
at the.
seen it. He wasn't blinded.
Okay,
Oh no,
okay.
no, Jason can't see it. Cord see it.
Oh,
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Jason will run Cord through it by accident because Jason cannot see it.
so don't go through this square. These squares.
Got it. Okay.
This square. This square. This
Yeah, just
square.
basically
this
go
square.
go
Oh,
north
yeah.
or east
Yep,
or
Go
south.
towards Paladin.
Yeah,
That square right there was definitely where I was going. That's
oh
so
yeah,
glad
that would have
that's,
that would have really hurt.
All right, Hal, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move 40 feet towards Fenthwick. Is there anything? Do I see any of these things? I guess that would be the question.
you guys-
Butterflies.
Yeah.
There are butterflies in every tree.
Yes.
Did you guys
So
see the
far,
tree shift?
they're individuals still. These haven't swarmed yet.
This is where we die, gentlemen.
Gotcha.
Right now, they're just staying in the boughs of the tree.
I think we need to get down that hillside toot sweet.
We need to find the maiden. Belladin's gonna yell that the maiden's somewhere. Check the rocks.
Okay. I'm gonna drop the whatchamacallit, like not flying. Well, I have flying speed. I can't drop it. I just have a flying speed.
Yeah, I mean you can choose whether or not you have it. Like if you go to the ground, it will turn it off because you only get like 10 minutes per day.
It's like 12 hours or something.
This one.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're right. It's 4 hours, and you regain 2 hours for every 12 hours you don't use it.
That's it. I'm gonna come here into the.
Yeah, look, it said that they leapt where the maiden stood, so that has to be near the edge.
And start beating the shit out of the butterflies in the tree.
There's no more butterfly in that tree there.
Oh no, then I'll go to this one.
No. Okay. As you get in, they all separately fly off and go into different trees.
Interesting.
Hal has one way of ending this battle. I like it.
Just keep pissing them off until they swarm up.
I'll reach down and take off one of my boots
Okay.
and then fall to the ground.
All right. Smart. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's my turn.
Oh my god, you took damage, so you'll keep rage.
Yep.
You smart son of a bitch.
The rage half hit to 2.
That's my go, Core.
So between all of you guys, Fenswick, you would have realized that they've checked. Howard checked the one to the north, and Core and Belladin checked the rest of the boulders along the cliff.
I feel like speaking as Jordan because I feel like I figured it out, but I don't know if I can speak as Bella in that way. If you'll let me.
Message me.
Okay.
Core, what are you doing?
Okay. Nothing behind me anymore.
Nothing behind anymore.
I know what he wants to do. It's very stupid. How far is the cliff right now?
The cliff from you is 85 feet to the very edge.
So I can't run off the cliff. Right. I am going to just. It's not being helpful. So Cork's just going to run this way. And he is going to take dodge action because he doesn't know what to do. No one's giving him directions.
All right. So what are you asking for? You're asking me or one of the group?
I'm hoping Belladin tells me what to do. Or is also.
If he passed by me in Sylvan, I would say, keep an eye out for any more swarms, and if one shows up, just shoot it. So that way, with your if you still have an action left, you could ready an attack. And then Belladin, as you go by, would say, "Hey, I don't think there's any by the cliff, but I think one of these rock formations and bushes. I think there must be something inside the bushes we haven't found yet that's going to point us where we need to go on the cliff. So don't jump off yet. I know you do that. I saw you run up the cliff when we were fighting.
By the way,
Harpies.
I was reading up. I think you can't just once your turn ends and your movement ends, you don't stay static to the wall. It's not a
Right.
Spider-Man thing. You would
Yep.
fall.
Yep. So he would tell you, please don't go down the cliff without us.
Alright, well then instead of taking a dodge action, I will hold an action to shoot swarms if I see them. And then my turn.
Fenswick, you're up.
So what can I see that we haven't investigated?
There's a boulder here. There's boulders here. There's boulders here. There's one over here. There's one right here.
Well, I'm just going to start systematically searching boulders and bushes.
Yeah, the closest one to you is northeast right there.
Investigate.
Okay, so you use your action to dash, right?
Yeah.
So next round you'll be able to.
Okay.
Well, there's one here that kind of looks like genitals, so I'm going to move towards that one. And that will be my action. And to dash, I am going to move the, because it is a bonus action, I'm going to move the moonbeam towards the center of this area. So that way I can move it onto an enemy if one shows up. So I'll grab the template, move it 60 feet.
Halbar, you're up.
I'll go over here and search around.
Give me perception or investigation, please.
10.
10 is what you need. You rustle through these bushes. There's nothing there.
Gotcha. How far did I go? I think that's all I can do. My rage drops.
Okay.
Oh, just punch a boulder. That'll hurt your hand.
Yeah.
Is this something that will not kill Core? Over here, where I'm to the right of me.
Oh, you searched that already. There's nothing there.
Searched that already. Okay.
If you
Core.
go right next to it where I pointed, you'd be on top of a boulder. It might give you a like better visibility, but I don't know how that would work mechanically.
Core will just climb boulder and use his action to make a perception check to see if he can see anything that might help his friends and guide them
Give me a perception
in
check.
any sort of way.
Nice,
Mine.
nice.
Or at least he is all.
Damn.
Yeah. You try to look around, and there's nothing out of the ordinary of what you can see from where that vantage point from where you're at.
Right. He yells in Sylvan, "I'm sorry, guys, I don't see anything," and he will his turn.
You get the feeling that trying to find this from far away is extremely difficult.
I see that.
It's going to swarm into you. Luckily, you are all immune to their blindness for the 24 hours.
Cool.
But it is going to bite you.
That's going to hit me.
22. For 27 piercing, the target also takes... So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. DC 15. 14. So you unfortunately take the full... Why is that 10? Oh, 10 is lower. So it's not 10 piercing. It's 27 piercing. And then you take 22 poison damage, and you are poisoned for 3 rounds. 40 feet. So it can go up to that square. So there. All right, Core. They're going to try to bite you. And that's a natural 1.
Alrighty then. Oh golly, I am so glad that's a natural.
All right, Fenwick, you're up.
Okay, I guess I'll investigate this bush.
Give me an investigation check. 16. You see a statue as you clear away the foliage, heavily obscuring it, making it impossible to see unless under close observation. You clear away most upper half, and you see a statue of a young maiden, her hands outstretched with a bowl in her hands, with her hands outstretched towards the east of you.
I take it she probably wants something.
I don't remember the story, so if she needs something, I don't remember what
Well,
it was.
they called her the Offering Maiden. Now so either she's offering something or I'm supposed to offer her something.
Mm.
That would be my guess. I do have to have, in my inventory, I do happen to have a bottle of fine alcohol that I found in the stone pit. So I'll put that in her bowl.
You're going to pour it in?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Yeah, item interaction to get it out. I'll let you kind of pour it in. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the bottle of... What was that? I think I gave
Dumont.
you the family, the Dumont, right?
Yeah.
From the Golden Fields. It's near Piona, actually.
The Piona de Mont?
Yeah. The bowl fills up with this liquid and then glows and disappears. Yourself refreshed. And you get the benefits of a long rest.
Oh, shit.
Just me personally?
Yes.
Okay. So my items don't recharge.
No. Just
Okay.
It's just you get the long rest. It's
Just checking.
Yep.
Okay, I'll yell out, "Hey, found it!" Not sure what we're supposed to do, but offering works.
You just yell out, "I feel super good."
Oh,
I
then you're
feel
up.
good, and I do a little dance around it.
All right, Belladin, realizing that the maiden has been found and he does not need to check for lumps in this area, will move. Man, I wonder if that will reach. That might reach.
I can move it and see.
Oh, nope,
No, just barely out.
just barely. Son of a bitch. All right. Okay. All right, we'll move to there. Okay. He heard the screams and gargling of Hal. Looks to the east and sees his companion core enveloped in a swarm, and will. And I do not have many options. Range on that is 90 feet. Oh, that'll be interesting. Oh, it's within 90 feet. Sometimes life just works out, you know? Swarm needs to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 17. Cool. I love level 4 spells.
Hey,
Oh.
I was bound to get a good roll eventually. All right.
That sucks. It by putting out a template, it destroyed my. Oh yeah, because it is concentration.
Yeah.
So I lost. Cool. Cool. That's my turn.
Halbar, you're up.
I'm gonna point my gem of brightness at this creature. Need a DC 15.
No.
It's blinded
Nice.
for 1 minute,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna run, taking out my potion of heal giant strength as I run. I'm gonna action surge and move up and pour it in.
The bowl fills up. The potion disappears. The bowl glows, and you feel the benefits of a long rest.
Okay, and I think I'm going to. At that, I'm gonna rage. Heal 20 whoops, long rest. And
The poison effect also is gone.
gotcha.
Oh, amazing.
Put my boot back on.
Okay. I'll say because of your action surge, you're able to do a random interaction. Sure. Core, you're up.
Or makes eye contact with Belladin and nods appreciatively for the effort to try to save him as he walks into the center of the swarm.
Nice.
And he will activate his astral arms. The whole stormy. I'm gonna need a dex save from the swarm. DC 16.
That's a 14. That's a fail.
Yes. I don't
Nice.
know what's happening.
Wow.
Max damage,
Wow.
12 points of damage.
All right, and then from here I will take some. That's 2 strikes. I don't know if that second one hits.
Both hit,
All
so
right.
you can roll those
Did it
damages.
Less, okay. And I used my bonus action this turn, so that is the end of my ability to do anything.
So within this swarm, you just see Core kind of just step calmly into the middle of his swarm, Belladin. And suddenly you see this pale glow suddenly appear as you just see these flashes as the swarm hovers around. And suddenly you just see and butterflies dropping to the ground. Nice.
Nice. Impressive. It's going to be impressive to see how much you weather the 50 points of damage you're going to take.
Gonna bite you.
Oh, God.
Yep, that hits.
So 25, you take 27 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
And I need to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
That's not enough.
So you
27
take
plus 16?
16 points of poison damage, and you're poisoned for 1 round. Just enough to get to you, Hal.
18 does not hit my armor class, but it's also blind.
Oh, that's right. But you didn't hide from it, so it's just a disadvantage. So it doesn't matter, he misses. That's their turn. Fenswick.
I will conjure up a crackling ball of lightning and chuck it at them.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, 18. Yep.
You'd have advantage, wouldn't
23 points. Yeah, you rolled with
Yeah.
advantage.
Oh, I see it.
Nice. That's your crackling ball of energy. Hal, you smell ozone around you.
Does a 16 also hit?
16 hits, yes.
Okay. It can't see. Run away.
And then I'll also run away.
You get right there. All right, I still have level 3 spells, so... All right, that fool said the middle, so I do it right on the edge.
16.
14 points of radiant damage.
Just barely missed that. As you see once again this blinding light appear out of the edge of your vision, just beyond the swarm core.
Core sees this light, so he will walk into it by accident.
Don't walk into the light, Core.
Anything else? All right.
No.
How about you're up?
All right, let's go to town recklessly.
Yeah, geez, don't tell him how to roll his character, homie.
22 for 12.
22 hits as once again your hammer just brings the full wrath of your rage onto the swarm.
14.
14 misses. As this time, even some of them are able to kind of feel the wind change and are able to flutter out of the way of your hammer.
That's my turn.
Okay. 4. You're up.
All right, full JoJo time. Let's try the other side. I need to be doing this at disadvantage, though, I assume.
What?
What?
Attacking. Do I not get poisoned from failing the con save?
Oh, no, it's just ability checks and saving throws. It's not attack rolls for poisoned.
It's ability checks and attack rolls and not saving throws.
Oh, yeah, there. I
Checks
read that wrong. Attack rolls and ability checks, not saving throws.
I will be punching blindly at it. Well, not blindly.
I was thinking of Bane.
Blindly.
Yep, that's it.
No, Bane does everything. No.
Yeah,
This
Bane
is-
sucks.
You know
Yeah.
what?
See, he
I'm
can
a
miss.
I'm a flurry. I'm gonna see what I can do.
Nope.
Okay.
Ow.
That hits.
Hey, I hit a butterfly. 3 damage. Does it work against worms?
You can certainly try.
Yeah,
I
man.
can certainly try. All right, I will give it a shot. I didn't think it would work against his butterflies, but I will use another key point and see if I can stun this thing.
Con save.
16. Con save.
Amazing.
Fails. It is stunned.
Right. Which means that
Come on, Jay. Come on, man.
Get out of there, Jay.
Hardcore can run 25 feet direction where he's not going to get toasted,
Yeah, north.
which is
Just do north.
north. Got
This
it.
way. Just run this way.
Got it. There we go.
All right.
Did my
Oh my God.
what's it called? My half movement stop once I got outside of their range. Did it
Oh,
keep
that's a good call actually, right? So it would be those first
Sure.
2 squares would be double movement, but after that would be open.
No, it's just
Yeah.
it has your speed reduced by half if you're in there.
Oh,
So it's just like
interesting.
you know, it's
Yeah,
it's for
so I
that
was
turn.
I was
your
still
speed
beating
reduced
him
by
off
half.
as I was running away.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I made it out, kind of. You see,
With those-
much.
With those rolls, you were almost hitting yourself in the face with the astral arms trying to get all the butterflies off of you.
Much less happy core at the outside of it, but
Right. It is their turn. This one's stunned. Can't do anything.
It gets a save at the end of his turn, doesn't it?
I think it's just over at the end of my turn. At the end.
At the end of at the
Oh
end of your
no!
next
Oh
turn.
no! They're stunned until the end of my next turn.
At the end of,
Your next
in
turn.
the end of your next turn, yeah.
Yeah, so they're stunned a full round.
Fenwick,
Amazing.
roll me a D2, as you guys are not hiding, so it's even though it's blind,
Choose
it's
who dies, Fenwick.
Who do you want to roll it?
seeing as it's your turn coming up. So
I'll just roll a d4 and
yeah,
cut it in half.
Fenwick, it's gonna go after you. These are at disadvantage, and you have resistance, right? Because it has ancestral protectors on it still.
That's
Hal?
correct. Yep.
It's a 12 to hit.
Nope.
It's your turn. Your speed is reduced by half right now, but you are all immune to its blinds. Any of the swarm's blindness for 24 hours.
Thunderstep.
Con save?
Yes. 16.
No, it's a 12. Because once again, you hear this thunderous crack and roar. You guys almost, you almost feel the wave. 22 points. Whew.
Well, good roll. Holy shit. Oh, hi, Fenwick.
And suddenly,
Hmm.
Belladin, Fenwick is right next to you.
Yeah, what did you say to these butterflies?
They said they wanted to feed, and I got a real bad feeling from it, so I tried to hurry, but I think we took too long. I think if we hadn't taken the short rest, we might have been okay, but like, we were literally sitting there for over an hour, and they were just watching us eat. I think they got hungry. I was nice. I wasn't rude to them.
Belden, you're up.
Okay, so the interesting thing here is if I just leave that there, then at the beginning of its turn, it will take the damage. So I'm just not going to move it. All right, I'm going to do a spell attack at it, at advantage because it's stunned.
Life drain.
There it goes. Yeah, I changed the name of
27 hits.
Chill Touch because Randy's
Oh.
got a problem with it.
So describe your chill touch or your life drain, please.
So it's like a ghastly, kind of viney hand that comes away from my body and comes onto the swarm. And normally it would latch onto, to the form of a creature and make it so that it can't heal itself for a round. It still does it here, but because it's a swarm and there's not like a singular form to latch onto, the entire swarm just kind of gets like a weird, like ghastly hue to it. It just looks gross and sickly. And I think I rolled max damage, so that's 12 points of necrotic damage.
Yep, I already added it.
Very cool. And then yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna move closer to my companion so that way maybe at the beginning of my next turn I can heal Core. I am gonna look at Fenwick and say, "You look fantastic. What happened to you?"
Oh, made an offering to the goddess there. And I don't know. I felt fantastic.
He looks back at you and just kind of nods of like, okay, good to know, and moves closer to Core so that way maybe he can heal Core next turn. And that will be my turn. Let me hit the button.
Halbar, you're up.
Oh, Belladin will be like, Core, get the fuck over here.
Attack! Oops, let me double click this guy.
There you go.
14.
It's bound to happen eventually.
14. Yep, as your hammer swings through and you take just a swath of
Second attack. 17
17 still hits.
for 13 damage.
Yeah, okay.
Action surge.
Oh, he got a long rest, so he has another action surge.
As you take the last few remaining butterflies in the swarm, and it dies.
And I will move 5 more feet back.
Core, it's your turn. Oh, okay.
Core.
What is going on? What is that?
Core is going to move over near his friend to where he could kill next turn, and he's going to pull out his bow and shoot at the. Alright, his bow's still out because of his normal arms.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot this thing twice. Let's
At advantage. You have
At
advantage.
yeah?
Stun.
I'm disadvantaged. I'm poisoned.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No,
So it's
you
just a
said
regular
only
roll.
one round. No.
Oh, one
When
round.
you
Yeah,
rolled
yeah,
it-
yeah.
When you rolled it, it was one round.
One round.
Okay,
Yep. So you're good. So
that's advantage.
that's your first attack. Yep.
So
So
you
16
Yep.
hits.
Yep. Roll that damage.
good stuff.
Ooh. Max
again.
damage.
I swear,
Jeez.
I don't know what I don't know. I'm sorry, guys.
Don't apologize to them. Apologize to me.
And then
You got another attack.
5 probably didn't hit. That one didn't hit
No.
either. The fourth, yep. All right.
The second one
Okay.
misses, unfortunately.
The blood's getting in my eyes.
Look,
Sorry,
I know it doesn't work this way, but I imagine since you have astral arms that it's following your movement as you're doing the bow and arrows. So above your head as you're shooting the bow, your astral arms are just moving in the same motion of like shooting an ethereal bow, even though you're not holding a bow.
All right. I got the Susana. So Susano, whatever. I'm full Sasuke.
Con save for the moonbeam.
Sorry.
That's a fail.
Beautiful. Let me roll it. All right, I'm rolling that beautiful bean footage. It's a 13 points of radiant damage.
As the last bits of the butterflies fly around after being stunned and fly straight into the moonbeam and are incinerated. Top of the round, Fenwick.
Well, the statue's over there. I made an offering and I feel pretty good, but I don't know how we're supposed to jump from where that statue is.
Is it looking towards the cliff?
Is it looking towards the cliff?
With your investigation, Fenwick, yeah, it's the maiden's hands, and it's facing towards the cliff, and its hands are outstretched with the bowl, pointed pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna guess make an offering and then leap off the cliff.
That's wild enough. I'll do it. Well, I mean, I can turn into a bird, so it's not really that dangerous for me. But oh wait, no magic. Oh, maybe that's the only place with magic. Where's the offering, so we know where to go?
I can point out where it is. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll make our way there. Thank you, Fenthwick. You might want to move with us though as we go back up towards there. So
Yeah.
if we get attacked
Yeah.
again, we can be together.
Yeah, so we're in initiative still. So, Fenswick, it is your turn. You have your movement, action, bonus action.
So where's the statue at again?
It is right here. So the cliff, where direct line from where its hands are.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move towards the statue with the group for the time being.
I just created a template. It's kind of ugly, but that's basically it. I use 15 feet of my movement. I touch my friend on the shoulder, knowing that I may get a long rest, even though I don't think I have anything to offer it. I use my last level 3 spell. Oh, 666. Amazing. I rolled 3 6s. 23
Ooh.
points of healing to you,
That's
Core.
very nice. Do your orientation. Nope, not damage. Heal. Here we go.
You can damage for 23 if you want.
Please don't, Core. God damn it, please. This fucking monk, guys. I say in common. And I use the last 20 feet of my movement to go towards the statue. That's my turn.
I will move over here and set down my hammer, pull out my bow. No, I think I'll just have my hammer out. No, I'll take my bow out and rage. Here we go.
Why is Hal talking to himself?
There we go.
He gets so calm and introspective when he's angry.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Alrighty then.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ready and attack, right?
All right. Core, you're up.
Or I can't see.
Your
and for
rage
some
your
reason-
rage drops now.
Yeah, I re-raged.
Belladin
90
was
feet
next to
90
me,
feet 90 feet
was 90
to
feet
right
away
where
from
next
me.
right to where Halbar is.
So Core is going to step of the wind to get over there. I'm just going to go to help. Life. I will. I don't know. I will. I don't. Does it take? It takes an action to give it something, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will.
Yeah, takes an action.
Oh well, no. I bonus actioned dashed. So
Mhm.
Yeah, you still have your
I-
action.
have a. I don't know. I have a regular healing potion that I can pour.
Hey,
into
dude.
it.
Hey, dude. That's all I got too, man. Let's roll the dice. Let's see what happens.
We will give that one of those and see what happens. Was told to pour. So
The potion fills the bowl, disappears and glows, and you get the benefits of a long rest.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, I know we've got like things to do and places to go, but this is the perfect place to just power level, guys. We can just keep getting a long rest.
Farm.
We can
Let's
keep killing
farm.
stuff. Just farm these butterflies for years.
If we were in one of those MMO animes where you guys have been somehow stuck inside a video game, then yeah,
Uh-huh.
that'd work.
Yep, this is where we live now. Hey, we should just make an inn right here.
hmm
Call it the Maiden's Rest.
The maiden and the butterfly.
butterfly have a turn. I just don't know where they are.
Are you just gonna stand in the way, Core, or are you gonna move?
If I ran 90 feet, I can move another 10 if you know where out of the way is.
I'll point right next to me.
There we go.
Oh,
Core
just
has now
yeah,
moved
yeah.
out of the way
Just-
for his
just anyway.
minions.
Well, I'll be able to get there, but unfortunately, I'll take my action.
The swarms in these trees now. The butterflies in these trees now swarm.
Oh shit! I forgot to move my template last round. Whoops. Oh, I'm definitely the closest.
Does my attack go off? So shoot this one down here. Shoot him with my bow. Inventory, attack, actions, bow, fire. Whoops. 19 for 10 piercing.
And it now has also ancestral protectors, correct?
Let me make sure it's not on a melee attack.
So while you do that, it is going to move up and swarm you, Belladin. It had to dash though, so that's its turn.
Ooh. But it has halved my movement, which sucks.
It's only on my turn that it happens.
That butterfly swarms there. It had to dash to do that though, and you guys are immune to its blindness. So that is their turn. Fenwick, you're up.
I'm like, oh, what is this, another one? There's a new one now? damn. I will throw another chromatic orb at the one behind me, I guess. Attacking Paladin.
Thank you.
Oh,
You hear from
that
inside
worked
the
out
swarm?
well.
Woohoo!
Holy crap! That's a lot of damage that you're gonna be.
So,
Oh,
was that the crit damage? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
10d8.
All right. Woo. So, what kind of damage are you doing?
Fire.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you actually do 96 point damage.
Oh shit!
I figure butterfly wings, I figure they probably crisp up real nice.
Mhm.
As that butterfly, as the swarm around you, Belladin, is incinerated in an instant.
Oh, you just like
And
there's
they
all
all
this
fall
fire.
dead.
There's all this fire smoke, Fentwick, as you're looking over there, and then as it clears, you just see Belladin with 2 thumbs up appear in the smoke.
That's pretty clutch.
That was amazing.
And I think I will stop moving towards the big, scary. Maybe I'll move back towards Belladin.
Belladin will point towards the cliff, of like, hey, that's if we're jumping, that's where we're jumping.
Think you have to sacrifice something first, or
I know,
offer something first.
I know, I do, but you've already done it,
Mhm.
so we might want to just meet there after, because it's gonna take me. I'm gonna need a whole nother round.
Okay.
All right, Belladin, it's your go.
I step into the swarm.
You're not blinded, so you can see the statue.
Yep. Unfortunately, it was my action to dash.
All right, I will pick up my hammer with my right hand and swing at this guy.
Okay, so you have your shield in one hand and the bow in the other, right? So
That's right. I have to drop one. I'll drop the bow.
you wouldn't be able to drop the shield, I don't think.
No, I have to take action to take it off. Pick up the hammer and attack. Yeah, we'll attack. It's not blind or nothing, right?
Nope.
I moved my move with my bonus action. Sorry.
Yep. Good.
Attack recklessly. I'm gonna burn a luck.
You have them back, so
Oh, amazing.
And I'll still miss.
unfortunately that misses still. You have another attack? Misses.
I'm gonna burn a luck. I gotta hit this guy.
Okay. There we go.
18.
Wow. Amazing.
18 points of damage. Okay. As you swing once, it goes wide, and you're about to swing again, and you're concentrating really hard, and in that moment, in the middle of your rage, Hal, you feel a brief moment of calm, and your eyes close, and you hear a voice. Will you be my champion? And you feel almost your hands being shifted slightly to a different angle, and your hammer just swashes through this swarm, hitting multiple butterflies.
Cool. Any attack on this creature now has advantage until the start of my next turn due to Crusher critical.
Oh, nice.
When I have disadvantage on attacks other than you, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I have advantage on attacks on you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless they're stunned.
Core. Yeah, unless they're stunned.
Jojo time. Strike.
Oh my god.
What is with this?
And I will burn a key point to
Jesus, you guys are
strike.
each of you has rolled a natural 20 right in a row for your attacks. So yeah, 13 points of damage. Bad.
And can I get a
Con save?
That's enough.
That's a 16.
All right. It was just the first one that was at advantage, right?
No, it's all of them.
Is it
Everything.
all of them until
of
Hal's
them.
turn.
Okay. Let's try again.
That hits.
Positive.
Okay, roll your damage
Look
while I
at
do
this
that.
guy. Look at this stunning.
Oh,
yes!
it is stunned.
Okay.
So clutch.
Oh, not slowed.
So clutch.
I will bonus action punch it again just because I can.
6 damage.
Oh my god.
You guys are killing me. 9 damage. Okay. Okay. So, all right. I just gotta ramp it up next time. I see how it is.
Hey, do not use dice rolls to determine threat design, because we can't control what happens with the dice.
I'm not rolling max damage at least anymore.
Yeah,
And,
that's
uh,
true.
uh,
He
The next
flipped
thing
it.
will just be a butterfly, but it's the size of an ancient dragon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's an elf.
What?
So-
You guys
Why
are
is
just gonna
this-
face Mothra next time.
Why is this mountain moving? Oh shit, we're on the butterfly.
I'm following the last instruction that was told to me, which was run that way. That will end my turn.
One is dead.
So
One
far-
is stunned.
So
Fenwick,
what?
you're up.
It's stunned, so I will throw a firebolt in its direction.
So your firebolt is extra effective against this. Still hanging on. It's not looking good.
Okay, so with my object interaction, I'm going to I'm holding my staff in one hand and my shield is in my other. So to get out of potion, I guess I'm going to. Oh, this sucks. Drop my staff, I guess.
With your passive perception, Belden,
Toss your staff in the air, grab the potion, drink it, then, catch it on the way down.
with your passive perception, Belden, you see this elven statue of this elf, almost in like druidic robes with like lots of nature themed around her. Laurel crown of leaves. Give me an insight check.
Yes, sir. I like where you're going with this, though. Let's see if my dice agree. No, they do not. 14.
14? It's enough, actually.
Okay.
This is a statue of a maiden of Jean. And you look around her and you see actually the laurel leaves, the crown around her, with your passive perception and your insight. You notice that you see actually the same kind of leaves and berries on her laurel crown.
Oh, do I have any berries left?
I would say you have some, yeah.
Okay. So I will drop the staff, save
Mhm.
my potion, and then drop every single last berry that I have left that I know is not poisonous, and put
Yep.
it in the bowl.
And you see the berries glow for a moment, and then disappears and the bowl glows, and you get the
God.
benefits of a long rest.
Okay. So before I do that, like as I'm putting it
Just
there,
passive perception is so high.
yeah, thank goodness. So as I'm putting the berries in there, I'm gonna, with my reaction, force the swarm to make a Constitution saving throw for my halo of spores, since it's right next to me.
It's a con save, so it can still
DC
do it.
17.
15.
That's fine. It takes half. Nice. So 3 points of
3
necrotic
points.
damage,
It is still stunned. So that
I
was
can't-
your item interaction and your action.
and my reaction.
Yep.
All I have is a bonus action. Oh my god, this is so stupid, but I think this is all I can do. I'm gonna reach down and touch the staff and cast Shillelagh on it. I'm not gonna hit the button because it'll roll damage and
Yeah.
hit and everything.
Yeah.
But it's Shillelagh, so if I need it when I magicized or whatever.
It's magical tized.
Exactly. And that's my turn.
All right.
Unfortunately, that's all I can do because I'm not gonna leave the staff on the ground. Oh, I
It's stunned. You
forgot.
have advantage.
My brother from another mother's in here with me.
14 damage.
As the swarm, you hit the last bits of the kind of groggily fluttering butterflies.
I'll pick up my bow, sling it over my shoulder, or vice versa.
I looked at Belladin to see if the orders have changed.
Belladin like has one staff down or one hand down on his staff, looks up at the two of you and just points straight ahead from where he's kneeling towards the edge of the cliff of like, we gotta go. They're gonna keep coming. And he
Okay,
says it in Sylvan.
Yeah. Core will step of the wind. Just gone.
I mean, you have your action, so you don't need to step of the wind.
I mean, that's only 100 feet. I can't tell where the end of the thing is, but I feel like it's farther than that. I was told to jump.
Oh yeah, okay. So you're gonna double dash pretty much.
I'm gonna double dash, get 150 feet, and get out.
Oh my god, he's just gonna be gone. You're gonna
Yep.
get there
I
way
was told
so
to eat.
something to keep in mind. You're gonna get there way. All right, so Belladin watches this fool jump off the cliff and goes, "All right, I need to be very specific about what I say
As
and
the
how I
they
say it.
disappear.
to core, because it's gonna take us at least 2 more rounds before the rest of us can join him. So hopefully he doesn't fall into a Tyrannosaurus Rex holding tank at the bottom
Yeah.
of that cliff.
We, as he's going down the cliff, we just hear Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's that chicken?
Oh,
All right,
Yeah.
Core.
Yeah.
We'll get to you. What happens
all
on your
of
next
that
turn? All right,
So funny. So funny.
top of the round. Yeah, you guys get around. So, top of it. 50 feet.
Continue to move towards
All
the
right.
edge.
Object
Paladin.
interaction. Pick up the
Grab.
staff,
Okay.
and then move 70 feet with using an action to dash. Come on, Hal. It's time to have a leap of faith.
Hal, grab. You just see Hal like sprint by you,
Just juking
Paladin.
right
Yeah.
by us, just like hoo, hoo, hoo,
Running the combine.
like a fullback.
I'm just gonna say you fall 300 feet, 400 feet,
Fair.
500 feet,
Oh.
and 500 feet, I'll say, is where
You hit the
you
ground.
start.
And
You see
bounce.
now. You see now these massive trees, thick trunks, 15, 20 feet wide. You start to see, and you're able to see now the trunk and the bark is almost this brass or copper hue, and you just get you feel the leaves brush on your body as you fall through the brush. And that's about as far as you get.
All right.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna get a raw chicken, so that way when he hits, we can have a realistic sound effect. So I'll just smack it against the counter. We do Foley in this show now.
Good to know the production budget's gone up since I joined.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Getting bigger and better.
All right, this tree, the swarm appears.
Oh God.
I mean, I can't make it too easy for you guys, right?
Oh my God.
Oh, is it gonna make it?
Yeah.
It'll make it.
Yep.
All right, Belladin.
I'm gonna use my reaction to make it do a con save. 17.
Okay, let me do the attack first.
Oh, that's a miss.
10.
Thank God. That's a
You,
miss.
you guys saving on that blindness really killed this. All right, so con save,
Yes, sir.
fail.
Sick. That's 7 points of necrotic damage.
All right, this one,
Oh, there's
And it-
two of them.
yeah, it's attacking both of you guys.
Yeah, miss.
I'm gonna use the luck and make it reroll
Roll
an
again?
attack.
Oh, nice. This gets so usually rarely used. I love it. Oh,
23.
even better.
That is.
Yep.
Does it re-hit both of us?
Oh, but,
Do you get to choose which one? Hal?
Yeah, you get to
believe
choose which
so.
one. Yeah, you get to choose.
So the 19. So I need you to make a
con save.
your rage dropped, right, Hal?
Yep.
So I need to make a con save for me. So you take 25
Oh.
points of piercing.
Oh.
Oof, you just
Yeah.
so you take half the poison damage.
Ooh.
So you
That's
take
8.
9 points of
So
sorry,
if it's,
8 points.
if it's the first set of
Yeah,
numbers,
first
it's
one.
8.
Yeah, 8 points of poison damage. You are not poisoned. All right, top of the round, Fentwick. Your speed is reduced by half.
Fabulous.
You
Yes,
hear
I will
you.
I will toll the dead, the one that is on top of me.
It is not taking any damage, so
That's fine.
wisdom save, correct?
Correct. Yeah, they make it.
Once again,
Beans.
how are you hear this faint kind of ring of bells or gong, but this time the butterfly swarm around you is unaffected.
Yeah, it's more like a little like tinkly bell.
I never did that. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm creating a 60-foot long wall, directly not to the north of me, but I saw where my good friend Fenthwick was. So what it's going to be is it's going to be a template right here.
Right. I think you have a template with that one or no?
No, because you can choose. So it
Okay.
didn't even give me one.
You can make it, yeah. Make dex saves for both of them. I'm assuming you're getting both, right?
Yeah, I
Oh.
just made it. Now I want to move it.
They both pass.
All right, they both take 13 points of fire damage.
Nope, they take 27 points of fire damage.
And the wall is facing to the north, so that way we're not getting hit with it.
Okay, yeah, but they're inside it, so.
Yep. And then I'm gonna move. I stick very close to the wall on the.
All right, it will take attack. It will take an attack of opportunity on you.
Yep. Miss again.
13.
Thank
Jeez.
goodness. And that's my turn. I'll hit the button. Jeez.
Halbar here.
Okay. I'd like to rage. And I'm at half my movement, right? I'm just not gonna let my little buddy have anything happen to him. 19 for 11 bludgeoning. 18 for 13.
You've rolled doubles.
That hits.
so much. It's-
Right? It's so crazy. As you recklessly, you think about, like, I can make it almost. But you're like, I can't leave Fenwick. And you just rage through again and start violently swinging your hammer, just smashing as many butterflies as you can.
I'm going to move.
Okay, that's taking the attack of opportunity against you.
I didn't leave the space.
You left its reach.
Oh, it doesn't have
Gotcha.
5-foot reach. It's only within the swarm.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And that's an advantage.
Uh-huh.
20
20 hits.
for 20 piercing, and I need to make a con save. No, sorry. It's 14 piercing only. 14 piercing only.
Okay.
And you take 7 poison and are not poisoned.
Alrighty.
You hear Belladin say, all right, Core, get him. Help out, Core. Just kidding.
Core, you start falling through, and you expect to feel some resistance, but your fall starts to slow as you are cradled by these soft leaves, and even the twigs and branches are supple and bend, and as you hit them, there's no force to them. It just kind of slowly bends and slows your fall. However, around you, about 10 feet to your right and left, you see the rest of the valley floor, razor sharp rocks jutting through the bushes here. And you fall about another 50 feet before splash into water.
Right.
Beautiful.
Do I, for some reason, still have the ability to walk on this water?
How long does that last?
24 hours.
You would.
So he would hit the water submerge and then immediately be pushed up towards
Yeah.
the
You
thing.
give me an acrobatics check.
That's really funny.
Bad?
You land on your feet, not prone, as you were shunted out of the water. And you do like a hero point, 3-point land, and you look up, and you're in a small pool of water, surrounded by these almost spikes of razor sharp rocks. Almost a forest of them in itself in this part of the forest. And ahead of you, you see a path leading out from the pool. This pool of water is like maybe 15 foot wide, right? And you see the trees immediately ahead of you. Great, massive trunks of this coppery bronze hue in the forest ahead.
Can I be smart enough not to stand directly under where I fell?
I don't know. You're gonna roll another intelligence check
I
to
was
decide
going
if you're
to.
good?
I was
You're
going
so
to.
funny.
But that is a +0, and I'm scared of the die.
It's your
He just
decision.
stands there looking up, going, "Where are those guys?"
It's your character. You just stand there and you're like, well, I mean, it wasn't that far of a drop. You put your hands out to catch.
Yes, I will go guard the door like a good friend.
All right, Belladin. 18 to hit.
That's a miss.
Jeez. Cannot hit you.
I've got an armor class of 19, even though Foundry says I've got an armor class of 12. But it now needs to make if it's ending its turn,
Yes.
that is a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. Oh, for the wall of fire. Right.
Because it's ending its turn there.
Say
It
that.
makes it,
Uh-huh.
and this will be the damage for this round, just across the board. So it would take 13, but because it's...
Yep.
So it takes the full 6. So when the other one makes it save too, it'll be the same damage.
Yeah, they're not very intelligent, so they're not
That's
gonna
what I
move.
figured. That's why I put it there. Oh,
It
God.
will bite you, Fenwick, because you're already in the swarm, so it's not going to move towards you, Hal.
At disadvantage.
It's true.
Astral projectors.
Why didn't it do disadvantage? Oh, it did.
Yeah, misses.
Amazing.
All right,
Dex
that's its
save.
turn. Fail.
52 points of fire damage.
As they are all, the butterflies are trying to swarm and bite you, Fenwick, and you have your shield up and you're holding yourself against the attack, and as they're swarming around you, they're flying directly into the wall of fire, and all of them are incinerated.
I should have done this earlier. Sorry, guys.
All right, that's their turn. Fenwick, you're up.
Okay, then I'm just gonna keep running until I jump off the cliff.
Firebolt, maybe? Oh, there he goes. All right, bye, Fenwick.
I'm like, what?
Fenwick, you jump off here, and you start to fall.
All right, Core. Strength
And you get
saving
500
throws.
feet. 500
Catch
feet and you start to feel the brush of this bush around you. All right, Belladin, you're
Strength saving throw, Corey. You got to catch him.
up.
This sucks. A long rest.
You did.
Thank you. And then I look at Hal and I say, "All right, let's go." And I run off the edge.
As you run off the edge, the wall of fire disappears.
Good thing it's Hal's turn.
It is concentration, right?
Yeah, because there's still that anti-magic field at the cliff edge.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, Fenswick, I need you to roll percentile dice for me.
Oh no! I don't like where this is going.
Okay.
I'm rolling a D3. Oh damn! Sorry, Corey. You got to catch all three of us.
Belladin, I need you to roll percentile dice for me.
I'll listen to Belladin's specific instructions, correct?
You all feel yourself falling, free floating. And for some of you, the magic users, and Hal, even when you got to use the boats, it's almost a terrifying feeling because you are falling 100 feet, 200 feet, 300 feet, 400 feet, just free falling down. And suddenly you hit this brush and this canopy of leaves as you see these massive towering trees whiz past you. And as you fall into the brush there, you feel the leaves almost cradle you and the boughs of these branches. But the spot here, you feel no impact. The twigs don't break, they just bend supplely and slow your fall. And each of you splash into the water, taking no damage, and are shunted back up onto the surface. And there, at the edge of this small pond, you look around and you see the base of these razor sharp rocks that are surrounding you all over the forest floor here at the base of this cliff, except for this one spot. And you see Core waiting at the edge.
Brush the water off of my form, have my staff in hand, and say, "That sucked."
Those were some seriously bad attitude butterflies.
Seriously, they just seemed hungry, and when I spoke to them, they seemed like they had purpose. You know what I mean? Like they were put there, maybe, or meant to watch this cliff edge to stop people. I mean, and I like motion towards the rock that surrounds this pool that we land in. This forest of sharp stone jutting up towards the canopy above us, and I'm like, this is all intentional.
Breeze felt nice.
Well done, well done. I look at Hal, who's messed up, and I'm gonna heal him some. Does anyone else need healing?
Not I.
Well, Snake Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Or we'll dig into his pack and grab his last healing potion and walk over
No.
to Hal.
Oh, okay.
You need more than me.
So 7, so 16, and then
It's just taking a
19,
while.
so 37, or 35 points of healing. Hal.
Okay, I feel good.
Feel free to just hold on to that. Oh, that was
Okay.
have to take me out if you don't want to.
Belladin will give his last healing potion to Core and say, Core, you're amazing with that bow, but I've seen the blue arms that you use, so you're probably going to be in melee with 2. You should have this in case things get bad and I can't get to you to heal you, and I give you a regular healing potion.
All right. Thank you, and put it in his pack.
Adventures. The Sentinel Forest is ahead.
Yeah, Belladin's gonna look around. I don't know if you'd like a perception check, just to make sure that the path that we have in front of us is safe. But then, motion towards Hal now that he's been healed and say, "Hey, let's go side by side, 2 by 2, like we have been. Let's see where this goes." Oddly enough, after you jumped, it would have turned you into a goldfish. It's really messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'll point ahead, cast Pass Without a Trace from my staff, because that's for free, and just so we don't leave tracks.
Okay.
And yeah, let's go.
Okay. Give me a perception check, Belladin, as you're
Yes,
getting
ma'am.
out for stuff. Natural 20.
Of course. This is when it arrives.
Yeah, you look around and you see no immediate threats around you. What you do notice is the forest itself. And you growing up in a swamp, you haven't spent too much time in the forest other than your recent travels.
Mhm.
but even you know that this place is special. The ground is covered with this almost kind of thin layer of emerald moss that softens as you walk. There's bushes and flowers of bright purples and blues and reds and greens. The trees, as I said, massive, majestic, large roots. They're large roots jutting up from the grounds around them. Golden and copper hued bark shimmer as a dense canopy above you. You would expect to block out the sun, but the forest is filled with light as the silver and golden leaves of the trees reflect and shimmer the light all around you. Having grown up around the Gravenwick Wood, you're pretty familiar with ancient woods. And the Gravenwood is ancient, and it feels ancient, timeless. Or, it feels ancient. This wood is different. It feels almost as everything is brand new, like you're seeing trees for the first time. You're seeing flowers and colors for the first time. It seems timeless.
Feeling more and more in his element, like even though Elrala did a lot to train him in the ways of a ranger, he did basically a walkabout across most of this continent, more and more at home in the forests of this land ever since he left the swamp of his home. But finding this place so clearly unique, so clearly magical, and just surrounded by the majesty of like nature and itself, he feels way more confident than he ever has been, and wants to just kind of take the lead. So he kind of nooks his arm into Hal's of like, hey, let's go in here. Let's figure out what's what. We need to find. I think it was the heart tree that was the goal of the people we're following. So he's going to take them down the path and deeper into the heart of this forest, all the while keeping an eye out with that perception check, just enjoying nature, and going to be quiet though. Is Archie around? Because I know that you removed him earlier, but I don't know if that was just because the map was being weird, or if Archie's still with the group.
I can call him back.
Okay, because I only asked because we went through that anti-magic field, and from what I understand about familiars, doesn't that de-summon them?
Well, I didn't have him out at that time, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I think it'd be a good idea to have Archie with us, so I would mention that to Fenwick.
You can try summoning him.
Yep. I will attempt to summon him.
You attempt to summon Archie, and after a moment he appears.
Oh, thank God. Belladin, as soon as he sees Archie show up, he looks over at Hal and says, "Gonna switch those boots back?"
Yeah, of course. Here you go. I told you they might not fit right.
Oh no, I mean they should fit perfectly now that magic works again. All right, I'm gonna lead the crew with Hal by my side. The two basically twins, one brawny and one thin and wiry, deeper into the forest along this path.
And the path only literally leads you out of the pond. Once you get into the forest, there is no
goes
more
away?
path anymore.
Okay.
It is
Well-
thick forest floor. And luckily, Belladin, you were able to navigate the easiest path, preventing your group from being slowed by the thick vegetation and roots around you.
Goodness, thank goodness. I am gonna look towards my my blood brother and say, hey, we should look for tracks if they're in front of us and they came this way, which I think they would have had to. They may have left some tracks.
All right, let's take a look around.
Do you think they came this way?
I thought we were following their path.
Well, I know. I thought we were trying to catch up to them. I thought this was a faster path.
I think they were like 5 days ahead of us, according to your little friend there.
Well, maybe we'll find some tracks that will lead us to the heart of the forest.
Give me a survival check.
Do you want to use your own, or should one of us do it with advantage?
You could do it.
Well, definitely
17. Takes you a little while. You're searching around here. You don't want to go too far in. You take about 45 minutes searching the area before you find barest trace of what looks to be humanoid footprints
Oh,
in
thank
the
goodness.
mossy ground.
I don't know. I think humanoid, tracks are going to be relatively rare here. So It looks like while tracking other creatures, I also learned their exact numbers, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area, according to Natural Explorer.
Yep. So about a dozen.
Oh. And Bella actually
Humanoid.
does that. He goes, oh, 2 dozen.
Humanoid.
Humanoid.
5 days ago.
Medium, small humanoid.
Medium.
Medium humanoids about 5 days ago. So this matches up perfectly with their story. All right, let's follow them.
You guys travel along the tracks. After about, you can no longer discern them, but you know which direction they were going in.
Yep, we'll follow that towards the heart of the forest. Just hope that they knew where they were going.
So you were leading Paladin, right?
Yeah. Now with Hal next to me, if there's enough room through the vegetation for us to go 2 by 2, I think that's how we're traveling.
Okay. So you guys continue another hour, 2 hours through this forest, and the wonder, as you first entered, still hasn't left you guys.
Yeah.
Under the shade of these massive trees. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Paladin.
Well, shit.
You continue on, leading the group, sure in the direction that you're keeping. And the light starts to dim as night is starting to come. What would you guys like to do?
Paladin will lean over Hal and kind of whisper, because we know we're 5 days behind, but still we don't know what kind of dangers are lurking in this forest. It being so unique, maybe the creatures in it are also unique. So he'll lean over to Hal and say, I know through our offerings we were rejuvenated, but I still think that we maybe shouldn't travel through the night. Maybe we should find a safe place and rest naturally, and then start again in the morning.
All right. This is your place, not mine.
All right. Would you? I think it's what kind of roll to find a safe place?
Survival.
And we forgot this earlier because it was a natural 20, so it didn't matter. But I get an extra +4 to the roll because we're in the forest. So that turns a 21 to a 25.
You find a pretty good spot nestled in between the roots of one of the larger trees that would fit the dome perfectly.
Okay, I think this is good. Let's bed down for the night. How's everybody doing? Core. I realize I spoke in common, so I switched to Sylvan. How are you doing, Core?
We're still doing well.
Okay. This is a very important question, Jay. So I want you to think about this before you answer it. Does Core speak about himself in the third person?
In common, he generally does, but
Okay.
you flipped on me and I got confused.
That's really funny. Okay. I just want to say, great job, everybody. I only realized that the butterflies were going to be ing us towards the end there, so I'm sorry I didn't recognize it sooner. But you all did really an amazing job. Fenthwick, especially figuring out they were especially harmed by fire. That could have been it. That could have been just us at the end of our journey.
Speak for yourself. I would have survived just fine.
Well, yeah, I know they've told me you've always survived, but yeah, I don't know.
I would have missed you dearly and told your story.
Oh no, I appreciate it, and you would have looked amazing in these shoes. But I just want to say that I don't know how we would have made it with a different group. So I just, since we have this moment as you're putting up the dome, amazing job, everybody.
So the dome comes up. What do you guys like to do? Anyone taking a watch?
Yeah, I'll take first watch.
Yeah, I'll take second.
Core will sleep. Core will trance.
Okay. How about give me a perception check, please?
10.
Watch goes by, I wouldn't say uneventful, because even just looking out and staring out into this forest, you're just awed. Especially coming from the icy tundra of your home. You're used to kind of open, vast landscapes. This is a dense forest of these massive, majestic trees and thick vegetation. Little ponds, little streams you can hear in the distance. Flowers, bushes, all around you. But your watch goes by with no aggressive events.
Wake up, Paladin. You're up.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Get some rest. And then Belden will look around. The inside has probably got nice. It depends on how Fenthwick said it, but our exterior would match the outside, but probably be
Mhm.
opaque. But from the inside, we could see out,
Mhm.
and there might be like a soft glow just so we can see inside. But I imagine that by the time I take my watch, it'll be dark,
It is
like
dark,
like
but
completely dark.
and you can see where the moon is shining through, but even the starlight gives off this kind of shining glow throughout the forest. So while it's dark, it's not completely pitch black.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Cool. I was gonna cast dark vision on myself, but it sounds like I won't. I won't be rolling a disadvantage. Okay. Cool. I'll roll perception. Yep. There's. Yep. 12.
Same thing, Belladin. You're just looking
Oh,
out.
oh my God. Wait. Sorry. This is a wisdom. Anytime I take wisdom checks inside my favorite domain. 16. Sorry.
Okay. Doesn't change much, really.
Okay.
You see the starlight shining through the canopy, creating kind of this. You know those pictures like, oh, this is what astigmatism looks like, with like streetlights, that kind of shine, like
Yeah. Yeah.
shining through. You look up to the canopy, and where the star looks like there's millions of stars as the leaves just gently reflect the starlight. But your watch goes uneventful.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Core,
All right. Yep. I'll wake Core
Yes,
up
sir.
and then
hold
bed
on.
down.
Of course,
Right.
of course, of
Oh.
No. Give me a moment. Core,
course not up.
during meditations, in your trance-like state, you find yourself once again in the astral sea. The gray, silvery nothingness around you. Your mind calm. But for some reason, you have an urge to look behind you and see the silvery cord that attaches your astral body back to the material plane and to yourself. And you stare at it for a moment, and you see the shimmering pool of the portal of where it comes from. And your mind drifts, and you actually see the cord further back, further, and suddenly the thread turns golden, and you see thousands of other threads about you. Yours a little bit thicker, a little bit glowing, a little bit stronger. You see it going, and suddenly you see it start going closer to 3 other threads, and they become intertwined. And you see it going forward, and as you look back to where your thread was alone, you see it stretching back further and further, and suddenly you find your mind not within the astral sea. You're in a forest. It seems familiar. You're walking along a path, and you look down, and instead of your monk robes, you find yourself dressed like a soldier almost, wearing fine mail, weapons at your side, a weapon you've never used before. And it's very fine armor, almost ceremonial in its regalness. But you can tell it's seen use. You're comfortable in it. You're comfortable holding the crossbow. And you hear laughter, and you turn, and you see 3 other elves beside you walking behind you. One dressed in leathers just as fine as yours, and another in fine robes. The third, much younger, wearing robes as well. You find it odd for a second, but this is how it should be. And you laugh along with them, ready for the hunt. Oh, come on now, brother. I'm sure you'll make a fine druid. Yes, don't be too mad. You're too young to come with us on the hunt anyway. Good luck, brother. And then that scene fades, and you find yourself back on the astral sea, and your trance, and your 4 hours ends.
You open your eyes and Belladin's like crouched down in front of you, and he says, "It's your watch."
Or blinks a few times. He reaches into his pocket and smells the piece of jerky that he had gotten from Halligan and tosses it into the forest. He's eating that again. And he will get up and quietly take his watch. Not going to
Okay.
tell about it.
Make a perception check.
Skills are on this page.
Halfway through your watch, you start to see and sense movement around you. You look, and in the boughs of the trees, coming out of the rocks, from the bushes and from the flowers, you start to see little figures pop out. Their heads turning, almost like they're looking at you curiously. But they make no movement towards you or your bubble. This is what you see around you.
Oh yeah.
And they just sit and watch, and you sit and watch them, and more appear, and you see them walking along the branches, some of them riding some of the falling leaves. They make no aggressive motions toward you. As you're dreaming, as you're sleeping, you find yourself in one of your more familiar dreams, among the home of your people, dancing at one of the festivals, seeing the stones dance, remembering the wonder of it as a child. And the scene shifts, and you're playing in the Gravenwick Wood, and the dream shifts again, and you find yourself in the halls with the woven word. The dream shifts again. It seems more real. You find yourself in a beautiful garden, in a dark landscape, and you see the sky like you've never seen it before. A multitude of stars. Ahead of you, a magnificent citadel rises up from the garden, shadowed in darkness, but not an ominous darkness, comforting to you. And you look down and then you remember being a staff in your hand. Scene shifts, and you too find yourself in a forest, a great city within. You're directing. Scene shifts again, and you find yourself in a barren landscape, sweat dripping down your brow, and feel the intensity of the battle as you face your rival. You see the blood and sweat dripping down his scales as he points his staff back at you. You take the staff in your hands, you slam it to the ground, and cast your spell as your foe lies at your feet with his last breath. I curse you. I curse you. And as darkness takes your mind, you hear one sentence. I can see you.